Call of Duty vs Battlefield, a fight that will continue as long as both franchises exist. Now, I'm not here to compare everything between both games, I'm here to tell you what Call of Duty does objectively better than the Battlefield series. But what makes it worse, however, is the fact that Battlefield used to excel at this back in the day. And that, my friends, is offline play. In the day, Battlefield allowed you to play Conquest offline and it was great. For the time. You could use every vehicle, every gun, and play on every map for as long as you wanted. Then, around the time of Bad Company, they removed this way of play for a campaign mode. And while those campaigns were fun, there was no way to play any of the online for offline. The once crown jewel for offline players started to fade. Until Call of Duty Black Ops, where you could play a variety of modes offline and use every weapon, every perk, and even customization for your characters. But the best bit was the fact that DLC that you bought and played was also compatible with offline. And over time, with each new iteration of Call of Duty, more was added. More modes, better AI, match customization. It became the new pinnacle for offline players who weren't at all good at online or wanted to do things their own way. And for many offline players, it sunk in. And Battlefield started to move away from offline play, and Call of Duty just brought us all in. Many fans since then have asked for offline modes to come back to Battlefield. Hell, even just Conquest was enough for them, but nothing. All that was given in each new Battlefield was an offline campaign, and that's it. Offline play, however, would absolutely benefit the Battlefield series. Again, why, you may ask? Well, let's get into this. First up, it gives you more game for your money. You can play a variety of new maps, modes, and even more weapons, vehicles to use, and it also gives you the ability to play how you want. You can start the game off if you want to with 5% more health, and enemies with only 300% more health. You could load out with your favourite gun with the best unlock for them to play with. You could mow down enemies with a chopper and then go up to your tank because you're bored of it. And no one's stealing that shit because this is an offline match and you control the way the game goes, unless it's on a high difficulty. The most interesting about all this is how much more you will sell with an offline mode, especially if it's compatible with the DLC, such as in Call of Duty. And I gotta say, the offline in Call of Duty is so fun, I've come very close to buying the season passes for the games. Until I remember that it's Activision and they sell the season passes for a shit ton of money more so, and while the season passes with the offline will give me an unlimited amount of bang for my buck, I'd rather not give a full price buy to Activision. But on sales, damn straight I will. Now, many will say it's too hard for DICE to implement better AI with the Destructibles environments. You know what? That's a good excuse. But let's go and look at the Battlefield 1 campaign. And in that, we not only have campaign missions that are basically smaller multiplayer conquest matches, but we also have destructibility, and the AI is able to move through that. That's not to say AI would need to stay the same. They would need to change, but spending time to upgrade the AI for offline players can benefit future releases for not only their campaigns, but also for more offline play. You work hard enough, and the AI could at times feel like real people. Sure, it would take time, but giving offline for the players would add so much depth and more value to the game, giving more sales overall, and hell, even more season passes to be bought if they are supported. Offline play mostly worked out well for Battlefront 2015, once it was implemented. I knew many friends who bought it cause they could try the new mechanics out, the vehicles, the heroes, and weapons without getting too annoyed that they just got killed because they're trying to understand the mechanics, or even just look at the beautiful maps. And that to me is what Call of Duty does objectively better than Battlefield, and also why we need more offline modes in games, especially if a season pass is involved. Anyway, Aussie Viking out, Valhalla, bye.